This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning. I am Olanireti Olusegun. These are the major headlines. FG plans 77,400 housing units nationwide. Defamation. Natasha to appear in court Tuesday. Nigeria's petrol price 55% below West Africa average, says Dangote. And on the sports scene, Nigeria-Cameroon friendly rescheduled again after CAF rejection. Now the major headlines. FT plans 77,400 housing units nationwide. The federal government has announced a landmark initiative under the Renew Hope agenda to deliver 77,400 social housing units across Nigeria and launch new Renew Hope cities in Lagos, Abuja, and Kano in a move to tackle the country's housing deficit. This was disclosed by the Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Yusuf Atta, in a statement recently. Speaking on the ministry's mandate and the importance of external collaboration, Atta said, "The primary mandate of the ministry is to provide mass housing for Nigerians, and we welcome potential collaboration with Ms. Allen Lee and Partners International Investment Consulting Joint Company in achieving this goal." He reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to solving housing challenges through major investments and partnership. Defamation. Natasha to appear in court. The suspended senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District of Kogi State, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, will appear in court on Tuesday as summoned. This was confirmed by her lead counsel, West Idahosa San, on Sunday. Idahosa, however, expressed uncertainty about whether the federal government plans to arraign her on Tuesday. He said that whatever the plans of the federal government, Akpoti-Uduaghan, as a law-abiding citizen, would comply with the court's directives. APC debunks Dalong's claim on cabal in Tinubu's government. The All Progressive Congress has dismissed the allegations by former Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Solomon Dalong, alleging that a powerful cabal has taken over President Bola Tinubu's government. The National Secretary of the APC, Ajibola Bashir, criticized Dalong's credibility and his performance as a former minister. Who is Dalong? What was his scorecard when he served as a minister? He clearly lacked the intellectual depth to engage in matters of governance, Bashir said. Dalong, in an interview with The Punch, has stated that he foresaw the development even before Tinubu's inauguration on May 29, 2023. Police hunt Yahoo boy after lover found dead in Bayelsa Hotel. The Bayelsa State Police Command has launched a manhunt for a suspected internet fraudster after the body of an unidentified young girl was found in a hotel in the Bogana area of Yenogwa, Bayelsa State capital. The incident, which a source who sought his identity not to be disclosed said happened on Saturday, has raised concerns in the community. It was gathered that the deceased lodged in the hotel with a plain young man suspected to be an internet fraudster, popularly known as Yahoo boy. The source said that a few minutes after the pair lodged in the hotel, the suspected Yahoo boy left the deceased behind. Terrorists eyeing Nigeria, West Africa coastline, says U.S. The commander of United States Africa Command, General Michael Langley, has raised the alarm over growing efforts by extremist groups and terrorists in the Sahel to gain access to West Africa's coastline. Describing recent attacks in Nigeria, the wider Sahel and the Lake Chad basin as deeply troubling. Langley warned that terrorist access to the coastline will significantly boost their capacity for smuggling arms trafficking. The Sahel countries of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger is widely regarded as epicenter of terrorist activity, with insurgent network linked to ISIS and Al-Qaeda particularly entrenched in Burkina Faso. Government threatens market closure over environmental violation. The Lagos State government on Sunday warned Alabarago market traders of possible closure if they fail to comply with the environmental rules of the state within 24 hours. The Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, said this while speaking with journalists after an inspection of the Alabarago market and some other areas in the state. The News Agency of Nigeria reports that among the places visited by the commissioner were Diaraba and environs, as well as Orile Igomo. He said the market was sealed up sometime last year for environmental infractions, adding that there would be a decision taken if they fail to clean up the environment within 24 hours. And on the business scene, Nigeria's petrol price 55% below West Africa average, says Dangote. The president of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has revealed that most Nigerians are unaware that they currently pay 55% of what other West African countries pay for premium motor spirit, petrol. Dangote also said, Dangote also said its refinery had aided the reduction of fuel prices by selling petrol between 815 naira and 820 naira per litre. The billionaire businessman stated this during a high-level visit to the 650,000 barrels per day facility by the president of the Economic Committee of West Africa States Commission, Dr. Omar Toure, and his team, according to a statement by the Dangote Group on Sunday, noting that Africa will benefit greatly by encouraging trade among its countries. Dangote stressed how the refinery has helped Nigeria to bring down the cost of refined products and production costs across many sectors of the economy. Seven banks' reserves with CBN surged to 18.8 trillion naira. Seven Nigerian banks reported a total of 18.82 trillion naira in restricted deposits with the Central Bank of Nigeria as of March 31, 2025, up from the 17.54 trillion recorded in December 2024. Access Holdings led the pack with 8.64 trillion naira locked in, an increase of 1.58 trillion or 22.4% from 7.06 trillion naira in December 2024. The funds, classified under various components such as mandatory reserve deposits, special cash reserve requirements, and differentiated cash reserve schemes, are not available for banks' day-to-day operations. These reserves are held with the Apex Bank in line with regulatory obligations and monetary policy controls. The deposit from the part of the regulatory tools used by the CBN to manage the money supply, control inflation, and maintain monetary stability, CRR, which stands for cash reserve ratio, is a percentage of a bank's total deposit that must be kept with the CBN as a reserve and cannot be used for lending or investment. Access Holdings reported the highest restricted deposit among the banks, with 8.64 trillion naira as of March 2025. The amount change compared to its December 2024 figure, also recorded at 7.06 trillion naira. This figure includes restricted deposits and other assets as listed in its financial notes. And on sports, Nigeria, Cameroon friendly rescheduled again after CAF rejection. The international friendly between Nigeria's Super Falcons and the indomitable Lioness of Cameroon will now be held on Tuesday, tomorrow, at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta, after the Confederation of African Football rejected a proposed shift to Monday. The Super Falcons, who had earlier announced the rescheduling of the tie via official X handle, confirmed the reversal on Sunday. Our friendly against Cameroon will now be held on Tuesday, June 3rd, at the MKO Abiola Sports Complex, Abeokuta, following a late request from Fecafoot, the statement said. Joshua's struggle may fuel Fury's return. Former WBA super middleweight champion George Crooks believes Tyson Fury's decision to retire in January is likely to be permanent, and the recent struggles of Anthony Joshua could prompt Fury's return to the ring. Speaking to Express via Lotto Land Boxing Betting, Crooks expressed confidence that Fury will return once Joshua recovers from injury or surgery, predicting the bout could take place later this year, possibly in Saudi Arabia. They've both been boxing their entire lives. They've earned enough and achieved plenty, but they won't leave the table while there's still something left for them. They will fight each other, and I would like to see it. I'm almost certain he will fight Anthony Joshua once Joshua recovers from injury or elbow surgery. That will probably be later this year, likely in Saudi Arabia. They're both prize fighters, he said. And on entertainment, Mike Bamiloye defends viral gospel hit, Never Going Back. Renowned evangelist and founder of Monzan Faith Ministries, Mike Bamiloye, has defended the viral gospel song Never Going Back by Guys Baba and Lawrence Oyo. The song sparked both admiration and criticism within Christian circles. In a heartfelt post on social media, Bamiloye addressed the controversy surrounding the song, urging believers to focus on its transformative message rather than the artist's appearances or stylistic choices. The song, blending Yoruba rhythms with a bold declaration of faith, has resonated deeply with Nigerian youth, amazing over 4 million streams online. And still on entertainment, Nigerian men don't see women as equals, says Kate Henshaw. Actress Kate Henshaw has spoken out against persistent inequality faced by women, criticizing both societal attitudes and legal frameworks that reinforce gender bias. Referencing the biblical creation story, Henshaw argued that women were created as equals to men, not as subordinates. She lamented how cultural and legal norms have distorted this principle, contributing to long-standing gender disparity. The actress pointed to specific laws in Nigeria that she believes institutionalize discrimination, such as citizenship provisions that favor foreign women married to Nigerian men, while denying the same rights to foreign men married to Nigerian women. Recap of the major headlines. FG plans 77,400 housing units nationwide. Defamation. Natasha to appear in court Tuesday. Nigeria's petrol price 55% below West Africa average, says Dangote. And on the sports scene, Nigeria Cameroon friendly rescheduled again after CAF rejection. Follow us on all social media handles: Facebook, X, YouTube, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, and Instagram, Ifako_radio. Special thanks to the news producer, Olanireti Ololade, and the assistant news producer, Benga Farumbi. Thanks for watching. I am Olanireti Olusegun. Have a prosperous Monday. God bless Ifako Jai.